Hey everybody, this is my long overdue little video about hitting 1,000 subscribers. We blasted past 1,000 and are now 1140 subscribers, which is incredible. I feel like I'm always wearing blue when I'm doing these. I have blue and green on today, and I did it because of these earrings I just got in. Today is February 1st. We actually hit 1,000 subscribers on January 11th. It was 111, and we hit 1,000. Part of the growth of the channel was directly due to a couple videos I made about Barczyk. Most of the people who commented on it were quite lovely, but of course there were some who were like, "You're just exploiting his name to get views." I didn't think anybody was going to watch the video I posted first about him. I got 50 subscribers like overnight, which is huge. When I started with 770 when I made that video, got 50 overnight, made another video this next day that said, "Hey, hi everybody, I didn't expect you to be here." And then unfortunately, when he passed, I'm not going to get into details in case it's triggering to some people because it was a really sad thing. But when he passed, I made another update that just said, "Hey, this has happened." But I went from 770 subscribers to 1140. It was almost directly due to my videos about him. He's a reptile guy who really loved supporting smaller, I don't want to say channels, because it wasn't just about that. It was also people trying to get into the reptile, business, breeding or zoos or whatever. He really mentored a lot of people, and I never met him. I have been following his channel since before. He wasn't a direct influence to me until I posted about him. That was not intentional, but he is a big reason that we hit 1,000. And the winter's so horrible for me mental health wise that I just didn't get around to making a decent video about it until today. But I like to make these little milestone videos just for myself to then reflect on, later, and remember, where I was in time and my life when these things happened. The 1,000 subscribers goal, it is, full transparency. It's part of the monetization process for these channels. I see YouTube as a possible business. Obviously, I love what I do, working with animals and doing the artistic stuff. That's just what I do anyway. So I thought, why not post it like a lot of other people are doing, and maybe it'll turn into business opportunities, whether that's presentations with the animals, whether that's classes of, I don't know. This is way future stuff, but 1,000 subscribers is one of the goals for monetization. There's a lower level where you can just do super chats or memberships or something, but nobody is gonna pay to get extra perks when I'm tiny. That doesn't make sense. But you can monetize from ads. There will be ads on my videos anyway. I get zero benefit from that. That's a YouTube thing. They're just putting the ads on there. I have no control over it yet. But when you have 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers, you can monetize, which means I think you can choose whether your ads are in the beginning, middle, or end. And then you can get a few cents probably, per video when you're at the starter level. From that. And there's all these little rules that I'm not even completely aware of yet because I haven't gotten that far yet. I did not realize that the watch hours were going to be a thing. I mean, my handle is FlyOn Education. I want to educate people. But there's so many ideas in my head for what I can do, especially for falconry stuff. And if I get a few bucks from this channel, that would be fantastic. It would also do a lot for my mental health if I had, even a little tiny bit of money coming from an outside source, because I work full time. and I deal with all of this other stuff. I'm doing this all in my free time. So yeah, I mean, full transparency, some of these goals are about monetization. That's not the only reason that I'm doing this, and it never will be. And I'm not going to be the kind of channel that, like, I go get more animals because I'm getting paid now. I have enough animals to deal with right now. I could probably, I do want to get a smaller snake and maybe some frogs when I can handle it. It has nothing to do with the money, it has to do with the time and effort it takes to keep these animals. Because these 6 keep me busy, as you can probably tell. But, you know, that is where I am in time right now. I got a huge push thanks to Brian Barczyk, which I think is within his, you know, it's the kind of thing that he would want to do anyway, you know, from what I've seen of him. And it wasn't just me, it was a ton of, you know, any reptile channel that made a video about him, a tribute to him, you know. Mine started with just my emotions, and then like a surprise, like, hey everybody, and then a final video. But I can't talk about getting 1,000 subscribers without mentioning that. Like, it was totally not necessarily my doing that got it so quickly. I mean, it was mostly, it would have happened, you know, we were getting there, but it's painfully slow. If you're gonna start a YouTube channel, just, you gotta have patience. Everything takes longer than you think. The hours and hours of editing are insane. But I like it. I like that other people have stuff to say, you know, or curious or excited about seeing the animals. Because it's, I mean, it's not just my 6. I've recorded other people's animals doing cool things as well. My Falconry video featuring a Merlin in particular is one of the most viewed videos on the channel. And I'm so glad, because that was such an exciting thing to see, and I wasn't sure if I really got any footage of it, and then I did, and it was fantastic. So why not share? You know, the falconry community is small. We network quite a lot between each other, but it's also a very personal thing. And it's a one-person thing, so it's very hard to get recording of something when you're, you know, one hand is in a glove and the other hand is doing whatever you need to do, trying to flush rabbits. Sorry there's not an animal in this video. I wanted there to be, but everybody's asleep right now. This is up to all those prospective YouTubers out there. They don't watch your videos all the way through. You take, you know, 3 hours to edit a 5-minute video, and then people watch it for 30 seconds. But those 30 seconds add up. You know, eventually you need 4,000 hours. It seems impossible, but it's happening. We're at like 1,400 right now. So whatever, it takes as long as it takes. You know, I'm having fun doing this. It really is helping with my perfectionism. Like, I'm like, get it out there, like, whatever I look like. Like, you know, this isn't my best work, but it'll do. But that's kind of where I am in my YouTube life right now. Lots of other things in my real life that I don't want to talk about. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for every single one of you watching or subscribed or whatever, you know. So thank you if you're watching or clicking subscribe or both, or, you know, just swinging by through the shorts that I make of my ridiculously funny animals when they do weird things. And, you know, I wonder sometimes if this channel would grow faster if it was just animals. But I'm not just animals, and I don't want to create 2 channels, like one for beauty and one for animals. No, this is what I do. I do both. Sometimes I like incorporate them if I'm doing a dance choreography and I use one of the animals, or I'm doing animal makeup, or, you know, it's stuff that I do in my life, and it's so, you know, fun and interesting sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. And I feel like I'm manic right now. I'm confident in what the topics of my channel are, even though if I streamlined it a little bit, it would probably climb faster. But so what? I'm patient. I'm an animal trainer. I'm patient. So I'm eager to continue to grow. I don't really have a subscriber like goal. we'll have to see when the watch time goes up high enough to try to get into that monetization group, and we'll see what happens. You know, I want to make clear that I'm not like just here for money, and I'm certainly not trying to better myself through someone else's tragedy. Like, just don't say that to people. Unless they really deserve it, I'm gonna say, because there are people that are like posting horrible pictures of him, saying they know his last words or something like that, and it's just horrible. Don't do that. That's sorry, I'm gonna curse. That's shitty. That's immoral and shitty, and you should be ashamed of yourself. All right, I was just talking about him because I had some feelings that triggered other feelings. I don't know why this was so hard to make. I think it's that perfectionism being like, you're at 1,000 subscribers, that's such a huge deal, you have to make a perfect video about it. And it's like, no, I don't. I'm just gonna get on here and talk. And we'll see if I post this. Obviously, I'm gonna have to edit it. So I'm gonna continue with the schedule that I'm using because it's working for me, and I think it's fine for now. Doing the Artistic Tuesday, so it's going to be some kind of art video. Most of them are makeup, to be honest. It's winter. I'm not doing too much stuff outside, like dance-wise, on the aerials dance and stuff. So it's mostly going to be makeup stuff, hauls, whatever. But you never know. Artistic Tuesdays, Falconry Fridays, and we're in the middle of the falconry season here. Things are happening. It just takes a while to edit them. So working with Charlie regularly, so it should be falconry videos for most of the time, for a few months at least. Sometimes it's falconry and friends, because I don't have a falconry video, but I have other animals. 5 others, to be exact, that I feature. And then Sunday, because I can be anything in between, Sunday is my surprise Sunday, where I just post what I want to. And sometimes it's a little different from the other 2 categories. Other times it's not. I have an extra animal video that I'd like to put out, or I have an extra artistic one that I'd like to put out. So yeah, if you just want to see the animal stuff, watch it on Fridays, check in on Sundays once in a while. Like, hit the subscribe and it'll tell you when there's a new video. So if you're only interested in the animals, you can watch on Fridays. That's going to be a regular thing. If you're only interested in the makeup and stuff, then Tuesdays for sure. Remember, that's not always makeup, but right now it kind of mostly is. It's kind of my artistic outlet at the moment. If you click subscribe, and ring the bell thing to tell you when all of the notifications come out. It'll tell you when I have a new video, and then you can just watch it or not. If obviously I'm interested in both because that's what I'm putting out here. Also, sometimes Sunday will fall into either category. So if you don't want to miss one, you can subscribe. And I'm at my goal at this point. So, it feels weird asking people to do it. But it helps you if you want to see more of it. And I'd love that. So thanks so much for watching this little update. Oh, sometimes, and this will probably be a bonus video, sometimes I have so much material going on and a couple things already ready to post that I will have a bonus video. A lot of times on Saturdays. I also tend to post shorts every day. So check out that. I've been posting almost every day, even though I consider the long form videos my main project, and those are 3 times a week. But occasionally I have one that's either like time sensitive, like my Project Pan, or like just so exciting, like a really good like falconry flight that I just want to get. So I'll pick another day to put it out. So yeah, the main schedule's in place, but there could be more at any point. And I love it. I'm in, when you're doing this, you're in charge. You decide whether you want to post something or not. You decide if you want to trash it or not, if video sucks, which I've done. You're in control of it, and it's really empowering. Plus, like, people are watching, and it's scary when they're like, all of a sudden you're like, whoa, these are real people. Like, imagine 1,000 people standing outside your house watching what you were doing. And that's funny because I have performed in front of thousands of people. Thousands. When we were doing marching band stuff, we performed for TV. We performed with hundreds of thousands of people watching in a stadium. But they didn't come down and like comment on what we were doing. So this is new territory, but it's really fun, and thanks for being here. Thanks for watching this. Sorry it's such a rant, but it's mostly to my future self. This is 1,000 subscribers, technically 1140. And yeah, we'll see you in the future. Bye.